Hi, welcome to this week's worship tip, part 4 of our series, Creating a Flow in Worship. Today we're talking about musicians and dynamics. First thing, dynamics does not mean volume. You don't play louder to be more intense, and you don't play quieter to be less intense. It's about learning how to add the elements of music to change the feel of a song, whether to build it up in intensity or bring it back down. So first, study songs that do good in ebb and flow of worship. Listen to the instruments. What are they playing? When they begin to build an intensity, what changes about how they're playing? What octave are they playing in? What changes as they bring it back down? Study your instrument. Learn what they're doing differently to build intensity and to bring it back down. Keyboards, practical tips. What octave are they playing in on certain parts of the songs? Are they holding out chords? Is there a hook that they're playing? The same few notes over and over again. How fast are they doing that? How often are they doing that? Those are some simple tips that you can listen for to build dynamics. Acoustic guitar players. When do you pick? When do you strum? How much do you strum? How hard do you strum? These are important things to listen for in building dynamics. Bass players. Are they up in the high notes? When do they drop it to the low notes? Are they playing whole notes that are drawn out? Are they playing more often quarter notes, eighth notes? Lead guitar players. When do they use swells? When do they use one or two notes for effect? When do they begin to transition into power chords? How do they use the pedals to change the intensity, the dynamics of the song? How do they get into a solo? How do they get out of the solo? Drums, it's really on you to help create great dynamics. So it's not about playing harder or playing softer. It's about learning how to incorporate the different elements of the drum set and how often you hit them. As the intensity grows, you want to play more of the drum set and you want to hit it up more often than if it's quieter. For example, if the song begins to build and you're maintaining the tempo on the cymbal, you're only going to start by hitting the bass once every measure, then twice, and then maybe quarter notes until you build into the climax. The toms, you're going to add in just one tom here and there, and then you start playing the toms a little bit more frequently. You add in the snare until eventually you're playing a rhythm that brings you right into a full drum rhythm at the high climax of the song. But when the song begins to die down, you don't just stop playing. You begin to remove elements of the beats. You begin to play a little less and you play a little differently, and so it's a natural slowing down, a natural change in the dynamics. I'm excited for you to learn how to grow in dynamics, how to improve, study, listen, incorporate dynamics into your flow of worship, and I know that you guys will be so blessed.